Welcome to your C++ Intro Basics. In these series of videos, I'll be talking about just the basics that anyone needs to know in order to make simple programs. So in this video, we'll be talking about how to get started and some of the syntax that you will notice throughout this series. So in my program, I'm going to be using C++, which is dev C++, and you can get this compiler for free. Just Google dev C++. You can use any C++ compatible compiler to follow along in this series. So whenever you want to create a program, you need to know that you have to have the basic things in place. That first thing is IO screen. All right, IO screen. Hmm. Rotor alert. IO screen. What is IO screen? Well, iostream is just a C++ library. Uh, it is included mostly in the header. Depending on what compiler you have, it may already come in the header as soon as you create new program. And we'll see an example of this shortly. It defines the input and output screen objects. Now, what are input and output screen objects? Okay, for example, examples of these Scream objects. Um, these this picture comes straight from the C++.com website. This is for reference purpose. So a C++ library object is it allows us to use things like cin, cout, cerr, and clog. These are some of the common ones that you will notice. We're not going to go too much into the wide characters because those are kind of found sometimes in the object-oriented programming and some of the advanced techniques. So we're just going to focus on the narrow characters. And so the things to remember here is that these characters, these narrow characters, are they're to use the most. And also just remember that the header, the IO screen that we've seen here, is going to be found in your header. So again, if it's not there, then we're going to show you here how to put it there each time you start your program up. And as always, you can find me for tutoring here at www.chegg.com/tutors/online and enter my code and I'll be able to answer any questions you have. So here we are in the C++ program here. And as you notice, it already have pound include, okay? So each library, you have to put pound include followed by these open, I guess you would call them brackets, but they're kind of pointer brackets, and whatever the library is. In this case, IO screen. And so we're going to need IO screen because we're going to be using uh, the CN object, and we've seen that back here. Okay, and so in order to use CN or cout, and basically this allows stuff to be displayed to, the console, and this takes stuff into the console. So in order to use these, we definitely need to include the iostream library. Okay, so we're going to be doing just a basic program here, and I think everybody learned this when they're programming. It's basically just to see out hello world, and it's overrated, but hey, we're going to do it anyways, just for uh, practical purpose. So here we go. Simple enough, we're going to put cout, okay, because we want to display this. And we're going to put this sign here, Okay, so I forget the terminology for that name, but just remember whenever you do see out, you definitely have to include two of those. Okay, they're not the same as this here because we have two. So we always have to include two, and then we include uh, in parentheses here whatever we want to say. Whenever you put in a parenthesis, it basically picks it up as some type of word that you want to be displayed. So it won't pick this up on the display. It only pick up things that are inside of parentheses. And this is referred to as a string. And we will learn a little bit more about that in a later video. So let's go ahead. We're going to type in hello and world. And then we're just going to follow by two more of these less than symbols here. And then what we would do, uh, we would just go ahead and type in inline. So that's N, and then that's a L. And then we always have to close off with a semicolon. So let's go ahead and see if we can just have this see out hello world. Okay, so what we forgot to do here, you notice we have a red line. That's because every program also have to say using, and we're going to be using name space, and we're going to do the standard. Okay, so just know that that syntax is standard. I didn't just make that up. You're going to use that on every single program that you use. Okay, and that's going to prevent you from having to use this on every line. So just know, just use this, and let's go ahead and run again. All right, so what prints out, sure enough, is hello world. So as you can see here, that is just a simple program and just some of the syntax that you need in order to build programs. And this return zero is just standard as well. It allows the compiler to return just nothing and compile. So again, this is just how we do the Hello World using the standard libraries. All right, you can always find me again on chegg.com, and just go ahead and make sure that you put in my code here to get directly to me here. All right, well, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.